In this part of the Safety Skills Essentials module, we are about to learn the different facility management and environmental safety programs. FMES programs are implemented in the hospital to prevent hazards and risks. Let's define hazard and risk. Hazard is the source, situation, or act with the potential for harm in terms of human injury or ill health, or a combination of these. Example of hazard is a broken glass scattered on the walkway, which could cause injury to passerby. While risk is a combination of an occurrence of a hazardous event or exposure and the severity of injury or ill health that can be caused by the event or exposure. Example is when the passerby is exposed to the broken glass, a risk, which depends on how exposed a person is, could lead to unsafe situations like near miss, injury, accident, or even death. The FMES Safety Program organization chart in the left figure shows a significant connection of the leadership, divisions, and all FMES Committee of Makati Medical Center who ensures that these programs are implemented within the hospital. As we see also in the structure from the right figure is the connection of each program from our leadership, plans, risk assessment and monitoring, risk management, and education being cascaded to all are required to have in every FMES program. Emergency Preparedness Committee is an independent committee headed by Emergency Preparedness Officer. The hospital units ensure the implementation of the Emergency Preparedness Program within their respective units and departments. The first from 8 programs of the FMES is the Facility Safety Program. It is about the safety or the degree in which the buildings, grounds, and equipment would not pose hazard or risk to patients, staff, or visitors. Second is the Facility Security Safety. It is about the protection from loss, destruction, tampering, or unauthorized access or use of the facility. Third are the Hazardous Materials and Waste Management Safety Programs, which ensure that handling, storage, and use of radioactive and other materials are controlled and that hazardous waste is safely disposed. Fourth is the Fire Safety Program, which is about ensuring property and occupants are protected from fire and smoke. Fifth is the Medical Equipment Safety Program. It is about how we accept, maintain, correct, and safely use medical equipment to eliminate or reduce risks. The Utility Safety is the 6th program on safe management of electricity, water, and other utility systems. 7th is the Construction and Renovation Safety Program, which identifies all risk-associated factors addressed prior and during construction and renovation, which may potentially affect quality care and patient safety. Lastly is the Emergency Preparedness Program, which guides us on effective response and plans to epidemics, disasters, and emergencies. All safety-related incidents, whether it is near miss, adverse, or sentinel events, shall require incident reporting. This strategy reduces risk and prevents adverse events through timely reporting of incidents, analysis of information, and timely corrective and improvement activities. All events are reported within 48 hours through the assets or automated complaints and incidents tracking system, and for those who cannot access assets, the report is submitted to the Clinical Safety and Risk Management Department using the generic incident report form available in WAM. All facility-related concerns are reported to the Facility Management and Engineering Division through the FMED Central Help Desk for immediate action at local FMED 3633. Let's discuss further the first FMES program, the Facility Safety. Facility Safety is a program for MMC buildings, grounds, and equipment which shall not pose any hazards or risks for our patients, staff, and visitors. Supervision and oversight to concessionaires and other leased premises services are also part of this program. The environmental rounds is one of the risk assessments in MMC facility for accurate inspections of physical facilities using a checklist with criteria. The responsibilities, frequency, and schedule of inspections are identified. Multidisciplinary environmental rounds are conducted quarterly by FMED, CSRM, and IPCD representatives in the common areas of Towers 1, 2, and 3, including the critical areas of the hospital. The images that you see are the sample of the checklist for the environmental rounds inspection activity. Another risk management of the hospital is the management of fall and reporting of facility-related concerns. Pop-up caution cones are put on the wet floor to warn others of the potential hazard. Facility-related concerns are reported to the Facilities Management and Engineering Division through the FMED Central Help Desk Local 3633 process, monitor, and coordinate with all concerned departments. The MMC facility is being assessed through data gathering and analysis from Patient Satisfaction Index, an internal quality audit conducted by the Hospital Compliance License and Accreditation Division, also known as HCLAD. Work environment measurement is an activity that assesses areas' temperature, humidity, illumination, noise, and pressure conducted by assessors from the Occupational Safety of Quality Management Division and the safety officers of Facilities Management and Engineering Division. All findings beyond the acceptable standards are coordinated, monitored, and addressed by all concerned. A comprehensive assessment or facility-wide risk assessment is conducted by the hospital. All risks identified from the areas of FMES are determined, managed, monitored, and considered in the revision of the FMES programs. The external risk assessments considered in ensuring the safety of MMC facilities are the annual inspection of the building officials, structural assessment, building permits during construction, and facility safety and security risk assessments. Risk is managed through different activities, such as complying with regulatory requirements through reporting facility-related concerns to the FMED Central Help Desk at Local 3633, managing the infestation of pests within the hospital that causes damages and losses to facilities, ensuring the alignment of concessionaires and other associates of the hospital to the safety programs, and ensuring the availability of communication equipment for the patients to address and provide the best care that they need. The second FMES program is the Facility Security Management Program. Facility security safety is implemented in the hospital to provide a safe and secure environment for the protection of patients, families, staff, and visitors from loss, harm, or damage to property. The program focuses on the implementation of access control and prevention of interruption of hospital operations by identifying security threats and formulating strategies to address deterrence through mitigation, prevention, and reconciliation. The risk assessment strategies are security risk assessment, security risk mapping, identification of high-risk areas, collation, and the analysis of security-related events. These risk assessments are used to establish applicable strategies to prevent security incidents, control access, and identify controls to strengthen the protection of all stakeholders, including MMC patients. The details in the table are the results of the assessment conducted by the Facility Security Management Committee. After identifying the high-risk areas and the possible risks that can happen, controls are implemented. For example, in pediatric units, the possible risk to happen in the area is child abduction. Thus, the control implemented in the area is to have one stationary guard to monitor and do inside inspections upon the unit's request. For the inpatient and outpatient pharmacies, the possible security risk is theft where medicines could be compromised. The controls we have in place in the areas are screening or body frisking. This is to ensure that no medicines are unofficially sent out by any individual that has access to the area. Another facility security risk management is the security management plan through strategic deployment of on-site security personnel 24 hours, 7 days a week. MMC facility is kept secure through conducting security rounds and CCTV management requiring all concerned to comply with the programs by wearing ID. It should be applied and renewed when needed to determine access levels. Restrictions are also implemented in areas where there is limited access. Security and trunk lines are open to call the security or activate emergency protocols in situations that need security assistance. The role of the general security is to ensure facility security, including but not limited to the implementation of bag inspections, disallowing the entry of banned and prohibited items like deadly weapons, firearms, cooking devices, and liquor. Also, unofficial loitering or no official business within the hospital is being controlled. This is by doing inspection rounds with a professional way of approach in informing concerned individuals and discouraging all visitors or people to sleep in the common areas to ensure that no health is in trouble while in the common areas. Strict implementation of the ID system of the hospital, identification of access levels, and the monitoring of items being brought in and out of the hospital through a gate pass are being implemented. Security is able to implement definite protocols by checking the ID band identifiers. These help in identifying potential risks that may be encountered by the patient. One example is the potential absconding incident to happen, concrete assistance to extend, and identification of specific security access levels that we may provide to the bearer. Ensuring the patient's data security contributes to the strong development of patient trust and the brand of the hospital. MMC patients are also encouraged to lock their rooms, secure items, and be more vigilant in their own spaces while inside the premises. CCTV can be reviewed by submitting the required forms signed by the data protection officer and division head. The retention period for every footage or video recording is 30 days. If a copy of the footage is needed, the president and CEO and the medical director should sign the request form. In this slide, you can see the presence of security in responding to all security-related incidents like commotion, emergencies, media control, swindling, theft, and etc. The third FMES program is the Hazardous Materials and Waste Management Programs.